Good morning, everybody. This is Nick from Conifer, Colorado, doing another episode of Outdoor Fun in Colorado. Today we're going to be at Roxborough State Park. Obviously, you can tell that this place is beautiful. I'm amazed right away by how much green there is out here. Every time I've been out here, it's been dry as a desert and everything looks dead, but there's definitely a lot of green out here, and that's amazing. The rocks are coming out of the ground, or shall I say, they came out of the ground many years ago, if you will, but you know, it's just beautiful up here. We're going to do a hike. I'm going to give you guys a review of the difficulty, the scenery, as well as the duration. Okay, everybody, I wanted to show you one of the overlooks. This overlook is roughly 2 minutes into the trail. See all the beautiful red rock formations that have come out of the ground over the years. They do have a visitor center, and inside the visitor center it shows you a lot of different stuffed animals as far as wildlife over the years. Supposedly this used to be an ocean, and everything was of course underwater here, so it's kind of interesting. They have, if I remember correctly, different fossilized different fish and other creatures, and it's just beautiful up here, so I definitely recommend it. Okay, everyone, so in the past episodes of various hiking trails, I've always talked about self-learning lessons over the years. One of the things I wanted to talk to you about today was how I've made mistakes in job interviews in the past, joined some horrible companies, and where I'm going with this is, if you see red flags in a job interview, pay attention to those red flags. Like, I noticed them, but I was trying to be positive and optimistic and think, yeah, maybe the grass could be greener than the way I'm seeing it. Maybe I'm just being a little bit too picky or a negative Nancy, and maybe it's really not that bad. So, for example, one of the red flags that I once saw in a job interview was not only inside the building everything was ghetto, but the thing is like they had space heaters for each employee. I'm sorry, but when you're in a job interview and every employee has their own space heater, that's obviously a major red flag. I had joined the company, and less than 90 days later, it came down to a mutual agreement that we were definitely going different ways. It's kind of embarrassing when the employer tells you if you're cold, you need to buy your own space heater. Another company I once joined was a company where in the job interview, they said, "We don't provide health insurance. We pay you more money in commission so that way you can just make more money and you can go buy whatever health insurance plan you want." Obviously, that was a major red flag, and I even thought about that and trying to be positive and optimistic and thinking to myself, it's not that big of a deal. Maybe that's the case. I joined that company. Less than 6 months later, I didn't even give them a 2-week notice because they didn't deserve it. They owed me thousands of dollars in commissions that I never got paid for. I provided documentation to them. I even went to the Department of Labor against them, and the Department of Labor pretty much laughed at me and said, "Yeah, you're like the 30th employee this month that has filed complaints about this company." And sure enough, I was downtown Denver, I'd say a month or two after I quit, and I decided to stop by and say hi to a previous coworker to find out, yeah, the company closed its doors, no longer in business. What a very shady company. And then there was another company that I once joined where it was like working in a factory. They gave us lawn chairs pretty much and told us to work on their ghetto computer systems to help customers. These computer systems were so ghetto, it felt like I was working in the year of 1976 on computers trying to help out customers, and it was embarrassing. I mean, I saw some of those red flags in the job interview and trying to be optimistic and trying not to be so negative, but where I'm going with this is if you're ever in a job interview and you're seeing some major red flags, have a mental note thinking to yourself, is this really the company I want to join? You know, because ultimately it looks horrible when you got a resume and you have some previous past employers of, you know, 3 months here, 6 months there, and you're just not happy. So I just wanted to share that with you, and good luck to you in the future if you're applying for jobs. Wanted to show you guys part of the trail that you walk through. I mean, this is just definitely beautiful up here. Rock formations all over the place. It reminds me of red rocks. I'm pretty sure it's the same kind of rock formation. And as I mentioned in the past, usually it looks like a desert out here, but there's been so much water lately that everything's turned green and it's just beautiful up here. Okay, everybody, this is the top of Fountain Valley Trail, Lions Overlook. It's definitely beautiful up here. The trail is roughly about 2.5 miles in total distance, so it's not very far, not very hard, but it's definitely beautiful up here. I definitely recommend coming up here. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video so far, and I'm going to have more footage in the future. Okay, everybody, I just finished the first loop, which was Fountain Valley Trail. It's about 2.5 miles all the way around. Just completed it shortly under an hour. On a difficulty scale, 1 to 5, I would give it a 2. It is not difficulty at all. It's not difficult at all. And as far as the scenery, I would give it a solid 4. If it had water sources up there, like a waterfall or a lake or pond or something, I would give it an overall scale of a 5. But it's definitely something I would definitely recommend coming out to Roxborough State Park and taking a look at. The next trail I'm going to do, since I'm already here, is the South Rim Loop. It looks to be 3 miles, and it looks to be moderate on the difficulty level. So I'm going to keep you guys posted on how that trail is. Thanks. Okay, everybody, this is the top of the South Rim Trail. It's definitely beautiful, and it was definitely much more difficult than the other one. Not crazy difficult, but definitely a little bit more difficult. I would give it a 3, solid 3. You see water reservoir out there for the south side of Chatfield, and Chatfield's just past that. So yeah, it's definitely beautiful up here. Okay, everybody, so I just completed the South Rim Loop. It's 3 miles. On a difficulty, I would give it a 3. Scenery, I would give it a 3 or 4. It's beautiful, but not as nice as the other trail. It does have a beautiful scenery at the very top when you get to overlook everything. As far as this duration, it took me a little over an hour and 20 minutes to complete it. So it's definitely a little bit of a hike. It's got a little bit of a challenge, and it's definitely worth going to take a look at. Just a reminder, Roxborough State Park is a park where you have to pay to get in, and you cannot bring dogs here. So other than that, I want to say thank you for watching another video of outdoor fun in Colorado. Hit the subscribe button and the like button, and I'll have more videos for you guys in the future. Thanks.